Hey guys, what's up? Pasay Baller here. We are now on this December 22nd, 2022 NBA Game Day. For today, we only got a couple of games. And yeah, unlike yesterday, there were like I don't know, like 11. So this was some sort of a rest for all of us, right? So to kick things off, this will be the first game at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. That'll be San Antonio Spurs going up against New Orleans Pelicans, and that's gonna be 9 o'clock a.m. here in Manila. I'm just inviting everyone who have not subscribed yet to our YouTube account or YouTube channel, Pasay Baller. Please click on the subscribe button below. At the same time, hit on that bell logo. That way, automatically, you guys will be receiving notifications whenever new videos are uploaded. The spread, by the way, that is given is -7, and that's given towards New Orleans Pelicans. All right. Now let's take a look at the standings and the rankings of both teams, both belonging to the Western Conference. Starting with New Orleans Pelicans, they are now at number 3 in the West with a record of 18 wins and 12 losses. Now for the Spurs, they are at number 14 with a record of 10 wins and 20 losses. All right, so here we go. New Orleans Pelicans, they would actually have the home court advantage on this. In terms of fatigue, well, let me just double check. Yeah, both teams had their rest last night, so we can skip that part and perhaps proceed with call this with momentum. We can't really be with the New Orleans Pelicans when we talk about momentum right now because they are in a four-game losing slump, while San Antonio Spurs, they are actually approaching with a win right here. So I'm going to pick San Antonio Spurs with a slight advantage in terms of momentum. All right. So let's also take a look at the availability of the players and the health of both teams right here. Um, okay. For San Antonio Spurs, we got Keldon Johnson, Romeo Langford, and Jacob Bertel, all listed as questionable for this game. I think I've read an article saying that for Langford and Bertel, they're like probable already. We don't know, but again, still it's a good thing that there's a possibility that these two or these three would actually be playing. You know, instead of seeing a confirmation that those players are out, right? Now for New Orleans Pelicans, I see four names down here. Three are confirmed out. Those would be Ingram, Liddell, and Zion Williamson. For Larry Nance Jr., he is listed as questionable. So, in terms of the health and the health and availability rather of the players, we would be siding with the San Antonio Spurs because again, for Pelicans, three players are already confirmed out. Two of those three are actually part of their big three, right? All right, now this one's really tough. I've been thinking about this earlier. The spread is 7. That's kind of huge. But if you take a look at these two teams going up against each other for like the past couple of games, New Orleans Pelicans they were taking care of the Spurs, right? But then it's just one of their big three who was out on those games. And if you take a look at it, because it's really tough, because those games were blowout games, like double-digit wins by New Orleans Pelicans. So I'm like, hey, you know what? Freak it. Doesn't matter if it doesn't matter if Zion is out. Doesn't matter if Ingram is out. I think New Orleans Pelicans can actually do the work. It's just 7 anyway, -7. Um, but then if you take a look at Spurs right now, they're no longer like the same Spurs who they were like a month ago. They're dangerous. You can take them lightly. And they've won some games wherein they weren't expected to win. Those wins that the Spurs have right now, those are not all against lower tier teams. If you know what I'm saying. And 7 points again. I'm just kind of not comfortable with that, especially with both Zion Williamson and Ingram out. I mean, I don't know. It's really tough, man. It's really tough because if you take a look at these two teams, New Orleans Pelicans they win games by their offense. Now for the Spurs, they're not really a very good defensive team right now. So that's also what's bugging me now. And so this is tough, but I'm gonna roll my dice with the San Antonio Spurs, man. They got the 7 point spread. The New Orleans Pelicans, they're out of their some of their some of their players. For the Spurs, they are healthier. They're coming off a win. So I think I got some reason to believe that that 7 points may be covered. I think New Orleans Pelicans may win the game, yeah, for sure. They still got McCollum anyway. They got Valanciunas and all those stuff. But with a 7 point spread, that's what's making me, and that's my aunt, that's what's making me hesitate to actually pick um, New Orleans Pelicans, right? But I'm gonna roll my dice with San Antonio Spurs, and I'm gonna take the +7, right? That's gonna be Spurs +7. Peace out, pass I love, and God bless.